For centuries, Mars was dismissed as a lifeless red wasteland, but NASA's rovers have captured evidence that challenges everything we thought we knew: mysterious formations.
There are a lot of different objects on Mars in various rover images. A massive cataclysm, remnants from a lost civilization that's just leaving behind those last hints that we were here.
Bizarre figures and objects that seem out of place. Could these be signs of alien life? Join us as we uncover the secrets of Mars that left scientists questioning everything. Number 17. Strange formation. Hidden among billions of rocks on Mars's surface, one formation has scientists asking an impossible question: are we truly alone? NASA's rovers have stumbled upon a bizarre structure that defies easy explanation: a humanoid head and an otherworldly body etched into the Martian rock. This strange formation, with its eerie resemblance to a living being, has sparked intense speculation about its origins. Could it be a mere trick of light and shadow, a curious arrangement of wind-sculpted stone? Or might it be something far more extraordinary, a relic of an ancient civilization that once called the Red Planet home? The discovery of this enigmatic figure has set the scientific community abuzz, with experts poring over high-resolution images in search of clues. Some have pointed to the uncanny symmetry and intricate details of the formation, arguing that such precise features are unlikely to have arisen by chance. But if this mysterious monument hinted at who might have once walked Mars's surface, what scientists discovered next would reveal something even more fundamental: the life-giving force that could have made their existence possible. Number 16. Long-lost water. In recent years, NASA's missions to Mars have been making headlines not just for their technological prowess, but for the groundbreaking discoveries they've uncovered. From ancient lakes to organic molecules, these findings are painting an increasingly complex picture of the Red Planet's past and its potential for harboring life. One of the most exciting revelations has been the evidence of long-lost water on Mars. The Curiosity rover has found unmistakable signs of ancient persistent lakes in the Gale crater, while the Perseverance rover has detected the remnants of a vast river delta in the Jezero crater. These watery environments, scientists believe, could have provided the perfect conditions for microbial life to thrive billions of years ago. But water isn't the only intriguing find. NASA's rovers have also detected organic molecules, the building blocks of life as we know it, embedded within Martian rocks. While the presence of these compounds doesn't necessarily prove the existence of life, it suggests that the Red Planet once had the right ingredients for it to emerge and evolve. Other discoveries, such as evidence of diverse volcanic activity, seismic rumblings, and even an ancient ocean, are adding new layers to our understanding of Mars's complex history. Yet perhaps the most compelling evidence of its past isn't on the Red Planet at all. It's right here on Earth. Number 15. Mars meteorites. Hidden away in Earth's museums and laboratories lies another source of fascinating discoveries: Martian meteorites. These rare, otherworldly rocks, blasted from the Red Planet by ancient impacts and sent hurtling through space, have long been the subject of intense scientific scrutiny. And for a good reason. They may hold the key to one of the most profound questions in the history of science. Is there, or was there ever, life on Mars? The most famous of these meteorites is ALH 84001, a 4-pound, potato-shaped rock discovered in Antarctica in 1984. When scientists first studied this meteorite in the 1990s, they made a startling claim: that it contained evidence of fossilized microbial life. The rock, they argued, was riddled with tiny, worm-like structures and organic compounds that could only have been produced by living organisms. The announcement sent shockwaves through the scientific world, and while subsequent studies have cast doubt on the initial findings, the debate over ALH 84001 rages on. Other Martian meteorites, too, have teased us with tantalizing hints of a biological past. Some contain complex organic molecules, while others bear the chemical fingerprints of long-vanished water, a crucial ingredient for life as we know it. From these tiny fragments of Mars in our labs to massive formations on its surface, the red planet's mysteries span every scale imaginable. Number 14. Bizarre face. Deep in the heart of Mars's Cydonia region, a face stares back at us from the abyss of time and space. This isn't just any face, it's a colossal, half-mile-wide visage with eyes, nose, and mouth, all seemingly carved into the Martian rock with eerie precision. Dubbed the face on Mars, this bizarre feature has been a source of fascination and controversy ever since it was first spotted by NASA's Viking 1 orbiter in 1976. For some, the face is a smoking gun, the undeniable proof of an ancient, intelligent civilization that once thrived on the red planet. They point to the uncanny symmetry of the features, the way the eyes seem to follow you as you move, and the overall humanoid appearance as evidence that this is no mere trick of light and shadow. Could it be that the face is a monument, a vast sculpture created by alien hands to send a message across the void of space? Others, of course, are more skeptical. Scientists have long argued that the face is nothing more than a quirk of geology.
It was discovered that there was this weird-looking structure that looks for all the world in the Viking photos like a face.
A natural formation that just happens to resemble a human visage. They point to higher resolution images, which seem to show that the face is really just a jumbled mess of hills, ridges, and craters, with no clear signs of artificial construction. The face may have found its natural explanation, but Mars wasn't done playing tricks on our eyes. Its next geological anomaly would come from an unexpected corner of human experience. The kitchen. Number 13. The floating spoon. In August 2015, NASA's Curiosity rover captured an image that would capture the imagination of space enthusiasts worldwide. There, jutting out from the rusty Martian landscape, was what appeared to be a perfectly formed spoon, floating in mid-air above its own shadow. The silverware-shaped formation, extending gracefully from a rocky outcrop, looked so eerily perfect that it sparked immediate debate. Social media exploded with theories ranging from evidence of ancient Martian civilizations to signs of current alien activity. After all, what natural process could create such a precise eating utensil, complete with a delicate handle and rounded bowl? The truth, as often happens with Mars, was both more mundane and fascinating. The floating spoon was actually a remarkable example of Martian wind sculpture, a ventifact created by countless years of wind erosion. As the planet's fierce winds carried abrasive dust particles across the landscape, they gradually carved away at the rock, creating this extraordinarily spoon-like shape. As scientists explained away this culinary curiosity, Mars was preparing to reveal something far more dramatic: patterns that would dwarf any wind-carved spoon. Number 12. Lines on Mars. In 2021, a peculiar photograph from Mars set the internet ablaze with speculation. The image, captured by one of NASA's rovers, showed two long, straight lines etched into the Martian surface, stretching for miles across the barren landscape. But it was what lay at the end of these lines that truly caught the world's attention. A massive, half-round disk, resembling something straight out of a science fiction novel. The anomaly, measuring a staggering 40 to 50 feet in diameter, immediately sparked theories about its origin.
The object that he was looking at was between 12 and 15 meters in diameter, and it could be the remains of a flying disc that had crashed on the red planet.
Some claimed it could be the remains of an alien spacecraft, crash-landed on the red planet eons ago. They pointed to the object's size and shape, noting its uncanny resemblance to the classic flying saucers of UFO lore. Others, however, suggested a more mundane explanation. The strange formation, they argued, was likely the result of natural geological processes, a chance alignment of rocks and sand carved into an eerily symmetrical shape by the relentless Martian winds. Skeptics also noted that Mars is home to many unusual landforms, from towering dust devils to bizarre, honeycombed terrains, all created by the planet's unique environmental conditions. Yet behind all these geological puzzles lies the most tantalizing question of all: Mars' potential connection to the origins of life itself. Number 11. Mars astrobiology and theories of panspermia. Mars has long captivated scientists in their quest to answer one of humanity's most profound questions. Are we alone in the universe? The red planet's ancient history offers intriguing possibilities about the origins of life itself. During Mars' early hydrological period, roughly 4 billion years ago, its environment may have been ideally suited for abiogenesis, the emergence of life from non-living matter. The theory of panspermia suggests biological material can traverse space via meteorites and cosmic debris. Some astrobiologists propose that life may have first emerged on Mars before being transported to Earth through impact-ejected Martian rocks, supported by the discovery of complex organic compounds and potential microfossil structures in Martian meteorites. If validated, this hypothesis would reshape our understanding of life's origins, suggesting we are all descendants of ancient Martian microbes. Such a revelation would have profound implications for the prevalence and distribution of life throughout the cosmos. NASA's missions, including the Perseverance rover and upcoming Mars sample return mission, continue searching for evidence. Scientists meticulously analyze Martian rocks and soil, hoping to find traces of ancient or current life. Yet while these missions search for microscopic traces of life, Mars keeps throwing us visual puzzles that seem almost deliberately designed to catch our attention, from rat-like shapes to towering humanoid figures that push the boundaries between natural formation and intelligent design. Number 10. Mars mystery. Mars, it seems, is a world that delights in defying our expectations. Every time we think we have the red planet figured out, it throws us a new curveball, a strange, out-of-place object, or a peculiar anomaly that leaves even the most seasoned experts scratching their heads. Take, for instance, the Martian rats, small, rodent-like shapes that have been spotted by NASA's rovers in various locations on the planet's surface. While most scientists agree that these are likely just strangely eroded rocks, their uncanny resemblance to Earth creatures has sparked all sorts of theories about the possibility of life on Mars. Then there are the more baffling finds, like the mysterious woman-like statues that have been photographed by orbiting spacecraft. These eerie, humanoid figures, some of which are hundreds of feet tall, have led some to speculate about the existence of an ancient Martian civilization, a theory that, while far-fetched, remains a popular subject of online forums and conspiracy websites. Perhaps the most intriguing of these anomalies is the Martian pyramids, vast, angular structures that bear an uncanny resemblance to the ancient monuments of Egypt and Mesoamerica. Some researchers have argued that these structures are too geometrically perfect to be the result of natural processes and must therefore be the work of intelligent beings. Yet, as we puzzle over these ancient-looking formations, Mars harbors another mystery, one that moves, destroys, and has already claimed one of our robotic explorers. Number 9. Devil dust. Mars, it turns out, is a world of many wonders and many horrors. In recent years, NASA's rovers have captured images of a terrifying phenomenon that has left scientists both baffled and amazed. The devil dust storms that rage across the planet's surface. These colossal whirlwinds, some of which tower more than 1.2 miles into the Martian sky, are unlike anything we have on Earth. They are vast, swirling vortexes of dust and debris, powered by the planet's fierce winds and its thin, turbulent atmosphere. When they appear, they can blot out the sun and plunge entire regions of Mars into an eerie, red-tinted darkness. But it's not just their size that makes these storms so fearsome. It's also their speed. Some devil dust storms have been clocked at over 60 miles per hour, fast enough to strip the paint off a car or send a human tumbling helplessly across the Martian landscape. And because Mars's atmosphere is so thin, these storms can last for weeks or even months at a time, relentlessly battering anything unfortunate enough to be caught in their path. For NASA's rovers, devil dust storms represent a serious threat. The abrasive particles they kick up can damage delicate instruments and solar panels, while the darkness they bring can starve the rovers of the precious sunlight they need to recharge their batteries. In 2018, the Opportunity rover was lost forever when a massive dust storm engulfed it, cutting off its power and leaving it stranded on the Martian surface. But even as we mourned the loss of Opportunity, another rover was about to stumble upon something that would reignite debates about Mars's true nature. Number 8. Mars's human-like face. In 2021, NASA's Curiosity rover made a discovery that sent shockwaves through the scientific community. While exploring the rugged terrain of Gale Crater, the rover's cameras captured an image of a human-like face, etched into the Martian rock with eerie precision. The face, which measures several feet across, is unnervingly symmetrical, with 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth that seem to have been carved with deliberate care. Some have even claimed to see a hint of an enigmatic smile playing across its stony lips, as if it were sharing some cosmic joke with the rover that discovered it. But what could this strange artifact mean? Some researchers have suggested that it could be a natural formation created by the random interplay of wind, water, and time. Others, however, have pointed to the face's uncanny resemblance to the humanoid figures found in ancient Earth art. The stone statues of Easter Island, the massive heads of the Olmec civilization, and argued that it could be the work of an alien intelligence. Little did they know, this debate about one face would soon broaden into questions about an entire lost civilization. Number 7. A lost civilization on Mars. When NASA's rovers first began exploring the surface of Mars, they were searching for signs of water, the key ingredient for life as we know it. But as they trundled across the red planet's rugged terrain, they stumbled upon something even more incredible: hints of a civilization that may have once called Mars home. The evidence is tantalizing, a scattering of strange artifacts and structures that seem too perfect to be the work of nature alone. There are objects that look like tools, carvings that resemble ancient hieroglyphs, and even the remains of what might be buildings or monuments. Their smooth surfaces and precise angles standing out against the rough Martian landscape. Perhaps the most compelling evidence came in 2020, when the high-rise camera captured remarkable images of Mars' gaudy dorsum region from 173 miles above the surface. These photographs revealed an intricate network of ridges that bore an uncanny resemblance to a planned city grid. Located at the edge of the vast lava plains of Amazonas Planitia, these formations displayed a level of geometric precision that made even skeptical scientists take notice. These potential architectural remnants follow patterns eerily similar to ancient Earth civilizations. Geometric alignments that appear to track celestial movements, structures positioned with mathematical precision, and symbols that suggest some form of written communication. The gaudy dorsum grid system, in particular, shows striking similarities to ancient urban planning, with what appears to be main thoroughfares intersecting with smaller pathways in a deliberate pattern. Some scientists have tried to dismiss these finds as mere tricks of the light, optical illusions created by the interplay of shadows and dust on the planet's surface, but others are not so sure. They point to the growing body of evidence, the accumulation of anomalies and oddities that seem to defy explanation. The statistical likelihood of so many Earth-like patterns occurring naturally, they argue, becomes increasingly improbable with each new discovery. The grid-like patterns were compelling enough, but what Mars revealed next would put a face, quite literally, to these ancient city builders. Number 6. Statues. These monumental discoveries began when a NASA rover, trundling across the dusty, red-hued expanse of Mars, encountered something extraordinary. Rising from the barren ground were towering statues, their features eerily reminiscent of the ancient monoliths that pepper Earth's own history. As the rover drew closer, the details became clearer. Chiseled faces, elaborate headdresses, and stone structures that seemed to defy the ravages of time. These Martian statues, some standing as tall as a 2-story building, have sent shockwaves through the scientific community. The uncanny resemblance to the pyramids, sphinxes, and other ancient Earth statues is simply too striking to ignore. Could it be that the civilizations of our own distant past had a connection to the Red Planet? The true creators of these monuments may remain unknown, but their existence forces us to consider a profound possibility that Earth's ancient civilizations might be just one chapter in a much larger cosmic story. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. NASA recently discovered alien on Mars. What happened next shocked everyone. According to reports, NASA captured an intriguing image from Mars showing a humanoid figure lying motionless on the planet's surface. The figure was spotted near NASA's equipment, and some have speculated that it looks as though the extraterrestrial either died or lost consciousness while trying to approach the machinery. The image has sparked debates, with many wondering if this could be solid evidence of life beyond Earth or just an elaborate hoax. What do you think? Could this be a real discovery, or is it simply another case of misinterpretation? Share your thoughts in the comments. Number 5. The light on Mars. As if a potential alien body wasn't mysterious enough, Mars was about to present us with an even more baffling display. On a seemingly ordinary Martian morning, as the sun rose over the horizon in a hazy red glow, NASA's rover crested a hill. What its cameras captured next made the mission control room back on Earth go silent with shock. There, on a distant hillside, a light was shining, a bright, steady glow that seemed to be coming from within the very rock itself. At first, the scientists thought it must be a mistake, a glitch in the rover's imaging system. But as they studied the data, they realized that the light was real, and that it was unlike anything they had ever seen before. Theories began to fly. Could it be a natural phenomenon, some strange quirk of Martian geology that we simply didn't understand? Or was it something more incredible, a sign of life, perhaps even a message from an alien intelligence? The rover was quickly dispatched to investigate, trundling across the rugged terrain as fast as its wheels could carry it. But as it drew closer, the light began to flicker and fade, as if it were being swallowed up by the Martian landscape itself. By the time the rover reached the spot where the light had been, there was nothing left to see, just a patch of bare rock, as dark and lifeless as the rest of the planet. The light may have disappeared, but Mars was about to reveal another mystery, one made not of ethereal glow, but of very human wreckage. Number 4. The wreck on Mars. When NASA's Perseverance rover touched down on Mars in February 2021, it showcased human ingenuity at its finest, proving our ability to explore even the most hostile environments in the solar system. But little did the mission controllers know that they were about to uncover a mystery that would captivate the world. It all started with a routine flyover by the rover's companion, the Ingenuity helicopter. As the tiny craft buzzed over the Martian landscape, its cameras caught sight of something strange, a scattering of debris spread out over a wide area like the wreckage of some colossal space vessel. Immediately, the speculation began. Some claimed that the debris was evidence of an alien civilization, a long-lost race of Martians who had met a catastrophic end. Others suggested that it might be the remains of a secret Soviet mission, launched decades ago and never revealed to the public. But as the Perseverance rover drew closer, the truth began to emerge. The wreckage was not alien, nor was it the work of some rival space agency. Instead, it was the remains of the rover's own landing gear, the parachutes and heat shields that had carried it safely to the surface of Mars. For the scientists and engineers who had worked on the mission, it was a bittersweet moment. On one hand, the discovery showed their skill and precision, a sign of just how far we had come in our quest to explore the solar system. But on the other, it was a stark reminder of the dangers and challenges that still lay ahead, the obstacles that we would have to overcome if we were ever to truly make Mars our own. As we considered the challenges of making Mars our own, the red planet revealed what appeared to be evidence that something else might have already claimed it. Number 3. The Martian Bigfoot. When Spirit's cameras captured an image in 2004, it revealed something that made even seasoned NASA scientists do a double take. There, etched against the rusty Martian soil, was a silhouette that seemed impossible, a massive, humanoid figure that bore an uncanny resemblance to Earth's most elusive cryptid, Bigfoot. The figure wasn't just any shadow or trick of light. Its proportions matched almost exactly with reported Bigfoot sightings from Earth's forests. The broad shoulders, the distinctive gait, the sheer imposing size. Skeptics quickly dismissed it as another case of pareidolia, our brain's tendency to see familiar patterns in random shapes. NASA officially labeled it as an unusual rock formation cast in Mars's dramatic lighting. But for cryptozoology enthusiasts and alien theorists alike, this image represented something far more exciting, evidence that Bigfoot might be more than just a terrestrial mystery. After all, Mars once had flowing rivers, vast oceans, and a thick atmosphere. Could these conditions have given rise to something that paralleled Earth's most mysterious inhabitant? Some researchers point to the creature's apparent adaptation to Mars's harsh environment, suggesting that if life did evolve on the red planet, it might have taken some very familiar, yet utterly alien forms. But Mars wasn't the only celestial body hiding extraordinary secrets. Our own moon was about to present evidence of visitors that seemed far more advanced than any cryptid. Number 2. Strange moon visitors. The moon, it seems, is not as dead and lifeless as we once thought. In recent years, a series of bizarre sightings has left astronomers and space enthusiasts alike scratching their heads and wondering if we are truly alone in the universe. One of the most intriguing of these anomalies was captured on video by an amateur astronomer who noticed a strange black object moving across the lunar surface. The object, which appeared to be roughly rectangular in shape, was unlike anything the astronomer had ever seen before. It moved with an eerie, almost mechanical precision, as if guided by some unseen intelligence. But that was just the beginning. In the weeks and months that followed, other observers began to report similar sightings, strange, geometrically perfect shapes that seemed to be moving purposefully across the moon's surface. Some even claimed to have seen clusters of these objects, moving in formation like a fleet of alien spacecraft. Perhaps the most baffling of these sightings occurred in 2019, when a group of astronomers noticed 5 bright dots moving in unison over the lunar landscape. The dots, which were arranged in a perfect pentagon formation, moved with an uncanny synchronicity as if guided by a single, unseen hand. Yet these distant lunar mysteries would soon be overshadowed by claims of something far more immediate. Allegations that aliens weren't just visiting, but were already here among us. Number 1. Aliens among us. For years, the question of whether we are alone in the universe has haunted the dreams and fired the imaginations of people all over the world. But in December 2020, a former Israeli space security chief made a claim that sent shockwaves through the global community. A claim that, if true, would change everything we thought we knew about our place in the cosmos. According to Chaim Eshed, who served as the head of Israel's Defense Ministry's Space Directorate, humanity has already made contact with extraterrestrial life, and not just once, but many times over. In fact, Eshed claimed there is a galactic federation of alien species that have been in communication with world governments for decades, working behind the scenes to shape the course of human history. What made Eshed's claims particularly explosive was his description of an alleged secret underground base on Mars, where he claimed American astronauts work alongside alien representatives. Even more startling was his assertion that formal agreements had been signed between the US government and these extraterrestrial visitors, allowing them to conduct experiments on Earth. In his most controversial statement, Eshed alleged that former President Donald Trump had been on the verge of revealing the aliens' existence to the world. However, the Galactic Federation supposedly intervened, arguing that such a disclosure would cause mass hysteria. They insisted humanity wasn't yet ready for the revelation, preferring to wait until we reached a stage where we could better comprehend the concepts of space and spaceships. Coming from a respected professor and retired general, these claims carried more weight than typical alien conspiracy theories. However, when pressed for responses, the White House remained silent, the Pentagon declined to comment, and NASA simply reiterated its ongoing search for extraterrestrial life, while noting they had yet to find any evidence. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.